Hi, I'm Mike with MikeTravelGuide.com and welcome to our video blog. In our last episode, we gave you an overview of Amsterdam and we broke the city down into 3 separate zones, one zone for each day of your visit. In this episode, we're going to go over the details for day 1. So, after you check into the hotel, we suggest you do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel more comfortable. If that's taking a shower and brushing your teeth, do that. Now, once you finish that, we suggest that you probably go out and grab a bite to eat. You'll probably be somewhat hungry. And that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to review your lunch options. Baton Brasserie is a sandwich place. They sell Dutch-style sandwiches that are open-face, and it's a fairly tasty, good place to go eat. Del Portavia is a pizza place. They have a wood-burning oven, and they sell thin-crust pizzas. And they're fairly decent, and they sell them at a reasonable price. One thing to be cautious is there's very little room for seating. So inside they have a counter that sits about 6 individuals, and outside they have a bench that sits the same. One place worth considering is Pancakes Amsterdam, and obviously, as the name says, they make pancakes. But these are Dutch pancakes, not American pancakes. Now, they do offer American pancakes as well, but the Dutch pancakes are a little bit different. They have things in the pancakes. For example, they may have ham or bacon or apples. And one of the things I've tried there was their bacon and cheese pancake. That was actually pretty good. It was unexpected, and I really enjoyed it. So Pancakes Amsterdam is worth checking out. Brochabert is a sandwich place with a slight Mediterranean flair. When I went, I ordered a lamb burger, and what I received is a slightly deconstructed sandwich. I received a plate with a nice little salad, a ciabatta roll, and several handmade lamb burger patties. And it was a great little meal. It was very filling, it was fairly inexpensive, and it was very tasty. It's a good place, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Single 404 is a great place to go for a fairly inexpensive, filling meal. They sell breakfast and they sell open-face Dutch-style sandwiches. After you finish eating, one of the things we suggest you do is take a stroll through the 9 streets. And as the name implies, the 9 streets are made up of 9 streets. And what's interesting about the 9 streets is an area lined with boutique shops. And it's quite interesting. It's a very unique area. And one of the things we want to mention is part of your visit in Amsterdam is actually walking through these neighborhoods and seeing the canal. That's a big part of your visit because that's what makes Amsterdam so much different than other cities. After you stroll through the 9 streets, there's a small little ice cream place called IJskopjes. I want to mention it because they sell Dutch flavored ice cream, and it's worth having a visit. Another site we recommend seeing is Westerkerk, or the West Church. Entrance into the church is free, and what's interesting about Westerkerk is there's several important people that are buried there. For example, Rembrandt is buried in Westerkerk. Another thing that's worth note of Westerkerk is for a small fee you can go up to the tower and get a bird's eye view of the Jordaan neighborhood. And the final site we recommend seeing for your first day is the Anne Frank Museum. Now, out of all the museums and sites to see in Amsterdam, if I had to recommend just one, it would be this museum. It really is a fantastic museum to see. It's incredible, it's very powerful. You really get a sense of Anne Frank's time in the annex and the attic area. One of the things to mention, though, is every time I pass by the Anne Frank Museum, the lines are anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long. So what we highly suggest is you purchase your tickets in advance online. When you do that, you'll actually have to make reservations for a specific time on a specific day, and you have to be there at that time on that day. So what we'd suggest you do is book it later in the afternoon. Therefore, if your flight is late, or if you have some sort of issue, let's say you didn't get your bags or things of that nature, you'll still be able to make the visit to the museum. Another note is it's not part of the Amsterdam card. And that's another reason we put it on the first day, because your second day you'll actually activate your Amsterdam card. Once you finish your tour of the Anne Frank house, we then suggest you take a little walk around some of the canals. And these streets would include Singel, Herengracht, Keizergracht, and Prinsengracht. These are the areas that really are neat to explore, and you can really see different things. And again, this is what going to Amsterdam is all about. It's about the canals, and it's about the neighborhoods surrounding the canals. And once you finish exploring some of that area, then you should make your way over to the Jordaan neighborhood, which is just north of Prinsengracht. And from there, you'd probably be a little bit hungry, so it'd be time for dinner. And that's what we have next. We have several recommendations we can give you for dinner. La Perla is a pizza place with a wood-burning oven. Now what's interesting about La Perla is they import their ingredients from Italy. It's a good pizza at a fairly decent price. Japanese Pancake World makes Japanese pancakes, and it's something I've never ever had the experience of having before. We sat at the counter right where the cook made the pancakes, so we were able to watch the entire process, and it's quite time consuming. It took about 20 minutes to make our pancakes. We really enjoyed the place. Now, it's certainly not cheap, but it's not super expensive. But for what you pay for, you get a lot of food, and it'll actually keep you filled for the rest of the day. So Japanese Pancake World would be a place I'd definitely recommend. A few words about our recommended restaurants. We selected restaurants that are not super expensive, but also not fast food. The restaurants we selected, we feel offer a fair value for the money you spend. Now, there's some restaurants we put in for lunch and others we put in for dinner. Now, obviously these can be mixed and matched. We just selected these for the locations that we thought you might be in at that point in the day. If you want more information, you can certainly go to our website and check out our different restaurants listings for Amsterdam here. Or you could also go to our map and see all of our restaurants for Amsterdam and the sites for Amsterdam as well here. Well, thanks for watching our video, and please subscribe and like us on YouTube. And remember, you can always ask questions at www.mikestravelguide.com.